firing him a year ago.
This is Eyewitness News 4 at 10.
Good evening. Poetry teacher Bill Nevins says the district fired him because he allowed his students to voice their opinions over the war in Iraq.
Because of that, Nevins filed a lawsuit against the school district, claiming the school violated he and the students' First Amendment rights. Eric Connard is live in Rio Rancho with more on the settlement.
Joe, Kim, back in February of 2003, Nevins stood up for a poem read here criticizing the U.S. going to war. Now the unemployed teacher says all his efforts were worth it. Former Rio Rancho High School humanities teacher Bill Nevins, seen here back in September of 2003 after filing a lawsuit against the district, is all smiles today.
Now we can all relax and celebrate and, read poetry again.
That's because the long-winded lawsuit ended today with a settlement. The Rio Rancho School District will pay Nevins $205,000. Nevins says on the eve of the Iraq War, one of his poetry students read a poem criticizing government spending on the war. It was broadcast throughout the entire school. The school's military liaison then complained to the principal about the speech. Nevins was suspended and his teaching contract was not renewed.
The overreaction that took place, I thought, was amazing. But I understand during the time of the Iraq War beginning, people were under great stress, and under great stress, people overreact.
Nevins says he felt it was his duty to stand up for the First Amendment and to hold poetic justice concerts, allowing students to do the same.
Boy, the kids win because the kids are going to be encouraged. I feel that they were sadly discouraged when, their poetry was investigated for bogus reasons.
The lawyer for the district says the suspension was not over First Amendment rights, but rather personnel issues. He says they settled to put the issue aside and because litigation costs were becoming astronomical. Reporting live from Rio Rancho High School, Eric Connard, Eyewitness News 4.
Okay, thank you, Eric. And the ACLU intervened twice this past school year in Rio Rancho when some students felt their rights were violated. Mid-school and high school students say they were kicked out of class for not participating in the Pledge of Allegiance. After pressure from the ACLU, Rio Rancho changed its pledge policy.